working? Oh God! We've just come up from the lift. If you watched the end of the last video and arrived at we're looking for the communications control.
Hello, my name's Ripley, Amanda Ripley. I need your help.
Please take a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
And this is our
is losing the tech race.
this is our first encounter with the creepy Seegson or Segan Son androids. Their whole motto is these are the androids you can recognize and trust, because people are creeped out by the ones that look like real people, and this isn't creepy at all. If you do have the time spare, it is a good idea to check rewire tools, rewire wall thingy-madoohickeys, because they do often open up sort of optional door access bits.
Shown that consumers are often uncomfortable dealing with advanced human real androids. Seeks and working Joes are unmistakable, so you always know exactly who you're dealing with. Be reassured, that's the Seeks and promise. Your user comfort is our priority.
Here's more of a hint that we're going to be covering the same ground. These are vent covers that you can, eventually you'll get a torch that you can cut away.
Can I help you?
I need to get into comms control. It's urgent.
That is a restricted area.
It's an emergency. Don't you realize what's going on?
Apollo has the situation in hand. Your registration is almost complete.
Forget it. I'll find my own way in.
There we go. A little...
I wouldn't advise it.
Excellent. A little hint just there that Apollo doesn't seem to be following the rules so much. Goodness, that really is horrible.
Some kind of tracker. It's been modified.
Hello?
Are you lost?
No problem.
Excellent. And just to note, the motion tracker is fantastic, excellent, excellent sound design, etc., etc. And you'll note it's really the screen's supposed to blur when you bring up the motion tracker. With the kind of depth of field effect. I've turned depth of field off. I know it's a kind of a gameplay mechanic. It makes the motion tracker quite a powerful tool, having the depth of field turned off. But at the same time, I'm not sitting across the room. I'm sitting in front of my monitor. I really hate games that decide it's going to tell me where I'm supposed to be focusing. Like, if I look at the motion tracker, I'm not focusing on the area, and at the same time I have peripheral vision. If I was actually holding this in my hand, I wouldn't need to stare at it exclusively, holding it up to my eyes to be able to look at it, as it were. You have peripheral vision. You really don't need the whole screen to blur. I think when I had the depth of field turned on, my immersion was just shattered every single time I used the motion tracker. I felt like it was an unpleasant effect having my entire world blur just because I held up something that I'd be able to see in my peripheral vision anyway.
Someone has got to reestablish communications. We need to make sure the officials back at home know what's going on here. Don't worry about me. I'll be back.
And of course, these cameras are everywhere watching you. You can probably shoot them out, but let's not do that. I assume it's Apollo. I haven't yet had to open one of these doors under duress. I'm presuming it's going to be horrible and very tense. Trying to open one of those doors in time whilst the alien is on your back. So there we go. That was a blueprint for the noisemaker, and I've used the noisemaker is one of those things I've actually used several times. Really useful in a pinch when you need the alien to just run the other way, leave you alone. If you're stuck in a corner, you think it's going to see you, chuck a noisemaker out the door and maybe you'll be able to escape. I'm pretty sure it's darker here. I did turn some of the lights off, although I mean, the robots probably don't need them to work in the lights. At any rate, we need to bypass that main bit. So we need to hack our way in. Clamber into some vents. Now you'll note this isn't a point of no return. Dropping down that bit, you can climb back up.
Don't you recognize me? Listen to me. We've got to re-establish long-range communications.
You're becoming hysterical.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Tut, tut. Let's resolve this amicably.
Oh my god.
Good day.
It said good day. Yeah, not much sympathy from them then. Such a shame as well, again, so close to finding another person. He seemed like a reasonable kind of guy. But instead he gets his head bashed in. Mr. Android has walked up there and is just minding his own business by his console. And the other one's just in that little office. If you get the drop on them, you can hit with your maintenance jack. Something I kind of didn't really think about for quite a long time. ID tag here. You can't really see you. And just to note, you can crawl very low. This is you can clamber all the way in. So if the alien's right there, you can clamber right underneath the desk. You get used to taking note kind of the desks you'll be able to crawl underneath. And all we want to do is turn off the security camera. Off we go to Com Central.
On the torrents. What the hell just happened? Sebastopol! Did any of our aviation make it on board? Please respond. Taking damage in the explosion and are pulling out of Sebastopol space. Systems will be down while we repair. I can't say for how long.
Right, so we've made it to the Sieg and Son Communications Central, or just, well, Communications Central at least. We have a robot friend down there patrolling. I'm sure he's not going to be best pleased to see us, so we're just going to make our way to the Con Central to see if we're able to speak to the Torrens, try and get some rescue down here. Not that I think they'd be much help, to be honest. There's only a couple of them on that ship.
This is Waits, Colonial Marshal at Sebastopol Station. We have a serious situation here. Non-local comms are down, and we need you to send out an emergency message. Do you read me? Repeat, our ranged communications are down, and we need help. Stand off and send help.
So we've got the original message we sent to the Sevastopol, and the response from Waits, who's the marshal on the station, telling us to don't come in.
Communications disabled by order of Apollo. Facility offline. All outgoing communications halted.
Oh, well, there we go.
It's just great.
Internal communications open on limited channel.
Working together for a safer, better connected.
Yeah, you can see his little glowing red eyes. He would not be best pleased to see me. Let's have a look and see. Okay, so we simply have to get past this specific room to get to an alternate communications method. So we've been provided with a handy method of transportation, simply walking underneath everything. Have a little peek. He's facing the other way, but yeah, there we go. He's going to turn to look at us. Good thing I didn't just walk straight down those stairs. Oh.
We're experiencing a heightened containment hazard level today.
Come on. So, oh, there we go. Back to his console just there.